Potential fight versus Regis Prograis. Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
If you come up to 140, then we'll have to see each other.
Nah, yeah, possibility, man. Regis and me, yeah, that'd be a great fight, bro.
You know, but yeah, he's explosive dude, real explosive. Yeah, if you want to come up, let's go.
A potential fight brewing in the sport of boxing. Regis Prograis and Teofimo Lopez are on a collision course to eventually meet in the future. A huge fight between two explosive styles. Now, I actually spoke to Regis Prograis about a potential fight against Teofimo Lopez, and he wasn't opposed to the idea of making it happen down the road. Here's what he had to say.
What do you think about the potential prospect of an eventual fight down the road against Teofimo Lopez?
It's cool, real good fighter. If you come up to 140, then we'll have to see each other. You know, but yeah, he's explosive dude, real explosive. Yeah, if you want to come up, let's go.
Hey, that's a fight the fans would love to see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
It's based on your guys' styles.
Yeah, exactly. Explosive, real explosive dude. He fought on my undercard in New Orleans. So yeah, that'd be a good fight.
Now, obviously, Prograis does feel that Teofimo has some skills. He's explosive. His style would make for a great fight, and he's not opposed to making the fight happen. But Prograis in a position of power. He's a champion at 140. He is on the verge of capturing the WBSS World Boxing Super Series title, the Muhammad Ali Trophy, if he gets a win over Josh Taylor. Now, that's a huge fight, a big obstacle for him. He's gonna have to compete and win that big fight. But eventually down the road, once he wins that, there's only a couple other champions out there at 140. Jose Ramirez being one of them, the WBC champ, and Maurice Hooker, the WBO champ. So you can unify against those two fighters, or within the near future, within the next year or so, he can get a fight against Teofimo Lopez and defend his belts against Lopez if Lopez does move up to 140, which he's been saying he's gonna do. Now, I was on Teofimo Lopez's Instagram live one day, and I actually asked him about a potential fight against Regis Prograis, and here's what he had to say.
Potential fight versus Regis Prograis. Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should be good.
Nah, yeah, possibility, man. Regis and me, yeah, that'd be a great fight, bro. He's an inside fighter. He comes forward. I like shit like that. It brings out the best in me. Makes people see things they ain't never seen before. You guys understand, when I go to 140, I'm gonna be too quick for these guys. 147, too smart and too quick for these guys. Speed don't go away, man.
Now, obviously, Lopez feels like his skills can translate to the higher weight classes. He feels like his quickness, his boxing IQ is going to give problems to some of the bigger fighters in boxing. So a potential fight against Regis Prograis, he's all for it. And he believes that Regis Prograis' style would actually bring out more in him, force him to show things that we haven't seen. He basically indicates in his IG Live that Regis Prograis' style, the coming forward, explosive, engaging type style is what he likes. He likes that type of style because he feels like he can, be more dynamic. Now, Teofimo Lopez is going to try and get that Lomachenko fight. He's got a fight up here in July, and he wants to stay at 135 as long as possible and force Top Rank to make that fight against Lomachenko. But all indications are leading towards that not happening, considering Top Rank doesn't want Lomachenko to be in the fire with that type of fighter. I feel like Top Rank is protecting Lomachenko from a fight against Teofimo Lopez. And they're telling Teofimo that they'll make the fight happen early 2020, but the dude's getting bigger and he's not gonna wait, and he's not gonna cut weight in order to stay down to make the fight happen. He's gonna move up to 140, and when he gets to 140, there's gonna be a lot of fights, a lot of smoke at 140. Jose Ramirez, the WBC champion, and then obviously Regis Prograis. So this is a potential fight that is brewing and could happen within the next couple years. if both fighters do eventually, you know, stay at 140 for Prograis and then Teofimo move up to 140 and make some noise, they're gonna eventually meet. And it's encouraging to see that neither of these fighters are opposed to the idea of making that fight happen. So I'm encouraged and hopeful that that fight actually will take place down the road. I'd give it a year or so until we could realistically talk about that fight happening. So you heard it here first. It's your boy Young Cantu, trying to stir up the pot and make some of these big fights in the sport of boxing, asking the questions, trying to see and get the responses of some of the top fighters in the world and the prospect of them fighting each other. Like I said, it's very encouraging to see that both fighters are not opposed to making that fight happen, considering both of their styles, both explosive, hard punchers, slick, both very intelligent. That would be a great fight. So stay tuned. If the fight does happen, I gotta take some type of credit for it, you know, stirring the pot and actually asking both of these guys if they would be interested in the fight against each other. It's your boy Young Cantu coming in for another report. Potential fight brewing. Regis Prograis and Teofimo Lopez down the road could meet at 140. Make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay up.